The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Building.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So she didn't turn her phone off, and right before it cut, the phone said, blah, blah, it made some noise. She said, ooh.
And guess what it was? It was an alert that you got 15 minutes.
Hey! Woo, 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 woo.
Right, that's the most important thing
At
that
least it
you
wasn't
need to
some
know out of
bullshit.
that. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
Yeah, this is
you're right.
perfect.
And here we are. Because I was like, damn, it did go off. And then I was like, the time is now.
The time is now. Hey!
Welcome. Welcome back. If you haven't already noticed, yes, we are missing our dear compadre
Once
in
again.
studio, JP. Right.
Once again.
I'm getting too this is getting
I'm
too
feeling
usual.
some type of way.
Right.
Because if you're not sick, what's up? Take me out to dinner. What's up? What's
Right,
the
what's
problem?
up, lady?
If you're
Take me
not
out to
sick,
dinner.
why you not here? And since you're not on the Zoom yet to defend yourself, I'm just gonna run it up and be like,
Why you being weird
why you
to
being
us?
weird to us? The fuck?
I want to know.
But whatever.
But it's all right.
If y'all got theories,
he gonna
call
be
us.
here to speak his piece shortly.
He better, cause we got some things. 'Cause
Right.
I don't-
Well, if you have not been here before,
welcome
to You Got 15 Minutes. If you're returning, you already know what time it is. Make sure if you guys want to call in, if you guys have anything to say, call in 323-815-4204. So let's get into it. But
get into it.
how you been?
Well, maybe not you, because you don't be saying that, but every year I'll be like, a bitch finna go to the gym. I don't go ever, right? Like, I've never made it to the gym. The last time I was in a gym was the LA Fitness in the Valley with Silas.
Damn.
Shout out. And when I got my
That
iPad,
far back.
my
Shout out to Silas.
my iPod Nano was stolen.
If you had an iPod
Right?
Nano,
Yeah, that's not.
call
Yeah. The
in.
Nano was like the first one, the first
that was the
edition,
little
the
one.
little small one. Yeah, the 1st little skinny one. Someone stole it out of my backpack. So but that was like Sundays. So that
Yeah.
was.
Somebody stole mine too back in the day.
So I haven't been to a gym, but in my area of work lately, I've been very busy.
Yeah.
And I've been lifting
Heavy,
a lot.
Heavy lifting.
Heavy ass lifting. I'm talking about like, so I have 2 jobs, and one of them is a corporate, but it's retail. It's just a side gig, and I'm just there for the discounts. And I move a lot of product. And it's like, we're a warehouse, like a big ass warehouse. So I was like, bitch finna get her steps in.
Right.
Bitch finna be walking. But now, because you already know, I be out here moving and shaking, looking like Carolyn. Shout out to you. They don't, the men don't treat me like, oh, let's go help her. They're just like, they see me like, bitch, whoa. And they're like, oh, look at Shira. And she got it. Right. Uh-huh. So I was in that bitch moving 5-gallon container, like building displays, because we don't have a merchandising department.
Oh, I know they are. So, you are like,
bitch, are you?
I'll be your person.
You already know. They were like, I don't know how to do
this.
The person. First of all, my store manager used to work he's a warehouse person. He's always worked in the warehouse.
So
he worked for Best Buy for like a really long time, but it's warehouse style. Like he's used to shipping and receiving and all that shit. So now he's a retail store manager, but of like a warehouse store because it's so big and what we sell. So he's there not with the brain of your average regular retail where you're like, I'm gonna make everything look pretty. I'm gonna do. He doesn't really give a shit because
he's just warehouse.
Yeah, so he's kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think I know. And so he's like, so when he told me that,
right, you're like, oh,
I guess is that hello? Is that
our eye in the sky? LaRon behind the.
Is that? Do we have to put these
on? Scenes.
Right. I guess is he here? I think someone has arrived. The man of the hour, who's not here for the hour.
Dr. Perry J.
Dr. Perry J. I don't know. Let's see. But these headphones are like choking me. But it's cool. But yeah, once we get JP, nonetheless, there we go. There we go.
Hey, Mr.
There we go.
Mr. Dips himself.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome.
Thanks for showing up.
Right.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm solid. How about you guys? How y'all doing?
We a little salty.
Right. Why you being weird to us?
Yeah. Why you keep ditching us?
I'm not ditching y'all, man. I have a serious important obligation to being present in attendance at 8 p.m. So I'm in Torrance right now, and I figured, man, I wasn't gonna be able to jump from way over here from the studio to get to Torrance on time. So I had to put myself in position. I will never ditch y'all.
I feel like when
raise the roof.
I feel like when your one best friend from one friend group gets like dipped on for another friend from the other friend group, and then there's this little weird like
make a new group.
Like you got other friends. That's what I feel like with prior obligations on Wednesdays. I feel like you got a life on a Wednesday. Who do you think you are?
It's just a religious observance. That's all. It's religious observance.
Oh, well, we just talking shit anyway because we want you here. But
we
just I love it. They let me know I'm loved, man. When y'all talk shit, that's how I know I'm loved.
Right, you already know. You know how it goes. You
already know.
How you been? You been good?
I've been solid, man. How about you guys? How y'all doing? How y'all been?
That's what we was barely getting to right now is what was going on. I was discussing how she asked me how I was, and I said, well, as you know, I never go to the gym. I haven't set foot in a gym in a while, but as of lately, between my two jobs, a bitch been out here pushing weight, pushing gallons and pounds and moving pallets and fucking picking up 40-pound bags and doing all kind of goofy shit, and now my arms hurt. And my body is tired.
Needs an Epsom salt bath.
Oh my God, I need a full body massage. I
got the guy for you. I'm trying to tell you.
I need something. So that's where I'm at. I'm feeling like I'm old.
So you out here getting those games then, G?
Man, and my steps, nigga. I walk so fucking much. I walk so much across this goddamn store. I'm just going. And they have me doing online orders. So, bitch, I'm going back and forth.
Pedometers.
It's great, though. It's great.
Right.
But my body's like, what's going on? So, it's fine. That's where I'm at. But how
you gotta get JP in his special skills personal trainer.
Man, but see, if I haven't gotten no personal training or gym time since I was 19, it's not gonna happen. I'm not going.
It can happen.
You gotta crawl before you walk, though. So it's like getting back into a rhythm, and then like the I don't want to call it pain, the little bit of soreness that you feel now, you're going to thank yourself for that because no pain, no gain. That's how it goes, right? Look, the more and more you keep going, you get reacclimated and you're also building and leveling up even within that. Yeah. So, keep smashing.
Thanks, because I just kept telling myself, bitch, this is going to pay off in like 6 months and you're not even going to notice it because it's because I'm there and I just do the same thing. And it's like 4 hours every day. So that's
a workout.
I just be walking around. I be trying to find shit to do and I be in there sweating my life away. So I was like, oh yeah. And I already don't eat breakfast. So I be in there like, shit, this is the gym. And all the bitches were laughing at me. Everybody was laughing at me because I was walking around like, y'all know I'm not going to the gym, but I'm working out. And they were like, you're retarded. I was like, hey, I'm sweaty. And it's great. And I love it.
Facts, so, right. If you can get the 2-for-1, why not?
And I wearing my good shoes so my feet don't be hurting. Girl, I'm in there.
That's what life is about now. Good shoes.
Good shoes, and does it fit in my purse?
Fuck that shit.
That's what I need
Period.
To know.
I don't give a fuck what kind of shoe they are. If they're flats, heels, sandals, sneakers, they need to be good ones. Because that bullshit will have you out here. That's the ones when people be falling in them cracks where they shoe be stuck to the ground.
So I don't feel like men go through that, though, as much as we do. Because they buy more expensive shoes than we do, period, because they have to. So they don't really know the struggle of, oh shit, these are cheap. You just know, fuck, my feet are wide and I prefer Adidas over Nikes or some shit because the way your little funky foot is formed. But as far as like the cheap shoes, they don't know what that's like. They don't know what it's like either to find the cutest shit for $2 and then that shit breaks on you and you mad. But then you're not mad because you're like, bitch, it was $2, but you're still like, fuck, it's so like, cute. Yeah, I had it. They don't know what that's like either. Getting to spend like $10 and get a whole fit.
Hey,
they don't know what that's like.
Facts.
You guys are blessed.
Facts.
We are.
You guys are blessed. Yes.
I know
you guys are blessed to be able to spend that a little bit of amount of money, come out with a lot. I feel like my whole damn closet over my lifetime cost me about at least a good 50 bands.
Exactly. For sure.
Easily.
Man.
Right. To go nowhere, to go like for them outfits to mean absolutely nothing in the long run. Meanwhile, we got throwaway clothes because we like, did I take a picture in it? No, okay,
that
whatever.
Fast fashion,
you know, that's fucked up. But
whatever. Be them cheap ass.
And now with Shein, but see, they be having men Shein and they be on the low. Men
killing
be
the game.
They don't be saying what it is.
They don't want to tell you, but that's where it be from. It's like the new Forever 21.
And I think more niggas thrift than they really are honest about when it comes to wardrobe.
Yeah,
at least in LA.
Some niggas are about that life. Like,
are you a thrifter, JP? Will you thrift?
It depends on what the occasion is. Usually, what I try to do is like if it's something quick and it's last minute. I need something just to look nice in. I'll slide to the Ross or something like that. Probably hit up a good $5 or $2.
Nah, but do you thrift? Will you hit the Goodwill?
Ain't that thrifting though? Like
no, that's cute though. It's cute, isn't it? That's cute. That was cute, but no, that's just being cheap. That's being thrifty. But to thrift means to go to Goodwill.
Yeah, or a donated place.
Yeah, to go to a used store. Yeah. Like they have a vintage store. Or like a store. Buffalo Exchange.
Yeah.
Melrose Trading
Company. Resale store. Yeah. Pretty much.
That, okay, see, nah.
It's like a StockX for clothes.
With that. I don't even know nothing about that, really, to be honest. Like, I ain't never even tried it, so I'm like ignorant to it, you know?
Yeah. It's a woman thing.
It's a lot of stuff out there.
It's a woman thing.
I guess it's a culture thing too, because I feel like in LA people do it more than really
for sure
a lot of other places. Like it's more.
Shout out to Amanda and Misha. Y'all be out here thrifting like a motherfucker.
Hello, and I'm a thrifter too.
I got a purse through y'all last time when we was in Texas. So shout out to y'all. Be thrifting for real. Be reselling that shit. You
get some fire ass pieces.
I saw some girl on Instagram that bought a $5 like Gucci bag or something. And then she found out it was like worth like 3 racks because it was a vintage Gucci bag, or maybe it was Chanel. I don't remember, but bitch was like, the fact that I bought this for $5 and flipped it for $3K.
However much, yeah. Even like, if you sell it for $200, like that's you already came up.
I don't have no shame in thrifting.
No. I mean, I'm not finna thrift certain shit, but.
$5.
No, for real.
$5. She probably had to like clean it, maybe, you know, just like get like professionally clean it, maybe, or whatever, wipe it down. But when it's that old, it's vintage, just like shoes.
Just exactly
like
shoes. People don't be knowing, so it goes under the radar.
People flip shit. I'm like, I'm all about that.
Okay, that's a little life hack right there, man. We want to,
especially out here, especially in LA.
That's kind of like buying a junk car, fixing it up a little bit, investing to that car just a little bit, and then you got triple back your money if you spent.
Yeah,
like if you go to the Goodwills in rich areas, like the closest ones to a rich neighborhood, you could really come up on like some rent. You may not want it, but you could flip it. Like you could come up with furniture. Like I've been to. I think I remember. Did I call you when I was doing Affleck and I went to that Goodwill in Long Beach with the white girl? And it was like the biggest, nicest Goodwill I've ever been to.
It had like couches and stuff.
It was such a fancy Goodwill. It didn't even have Goodwill's name. It had somebody else's name in the title, and then it was like operated by Goodwill. But I swear to God, it was like some designer's name because I don't remember. But it's like somewhere in Long Beach, and it looked like just a regular showroom, and everything in there was like priced like new shit because they knew.
Yeah.
They knew y'all are gonna try to flip this, or if you're not, there's gonna be a certain type of people that come in here to buy this. So they already had it priced relatively high for like, you know, but it was really nice stuff. Like, it looked like, oh, this sat in some rich person's living room and never got touched. There's no children have been around this. There's no animals. Like, it just got cleaned every day by somebody's cleaning lady. For real. And then they were like, they died or like they moved or something. Because I was walking around like, does this still got the price tag on it? Like, but it was like,
like, still got the plastic cover.
Yeah. So if you go to Goodwills in certain areas, you can really come up on some shit or just some unique finds too. Like,
right. If you like to thrift, because people thrift all kind of shit. People thrift books, video games, movies now.
Especially now because it's cool to be like find old
stuff. Vintage electronics, like it's all kind of stuff. But that's a whole nother
thrifting. Hey,
that's a whole nother day.
Where'd these come from? Shout out to Goodwill.
This was a
was this a Goodwill find?
Nah,
you ordered that
Amazon.
One. Yep. But I think the other clocks that we brought in here, some
because I had to get a 15-minute one Pacifically.
Yeah. But what's been going on with you, sir?
Everything that I've transpired within the last, let's just talk 7 days, has been pretty damn amazing. Like, when you have conversations with people, and then you think that sometimes you like kind of know where the direction of the conversation is going, and someone can hit you with a curve, and you wasn't preparing for it. Long story short, one of my older mentors, we were chopping it up about just like future endeavors and like how can we get that going in the now. And because, you know, if for those who don't know what I do, I'm a foster youth counselor. I work with the youth, Compton High School represent. And, you know, I always look at things as like, you know, you got to take time. You got to just like work through you got to go through your progressions and all this other jazz. And just the information that I was blessed with, just it took me by surprise because sometimes ones can see your potential and you ain't even like really, I'm not going to say you're in denial of, but you ain't even really in tune with it, even embrace it just a little bit.
Yeah.
And just, that shit was just so amazing. And then certain eye openers allow me to just understand, like when I meet somebody, how my life is being shaped. I don't know what it's been like prior to. Maybe because just what the fuck happened the other day, just no lie, kids y'all not, the other day I'm in the grocery store and I was in a position to where I could help somebody get something that they needed for their groceries to feed their family. And it was just a feeling behind it. Okay, yeah, I did something good and all that other shit, but it was just like, it went back to what my mentor told me. He was telling me about how my greatness is going to reflect onto other people that's going to make the world great. Now, typically any other day I hear some shit like that, I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro. I know how I am deep down. Like, I'm one of them niggas in the street niggas kind of like, But really understanding, like, lately, what have we been doing? We've been interviewing people who've been starting businesses, who's got things going in motion, who's been working on, you know, projects, productivity, leveling up. And this is something that we always talk about off air, of course, right? It's just go time, man. It's just go time. And this is just something I've been realizing and seeing more and more of. What they call it, manifestation.
That shit is real.
I mean, you are looking kind of glowy over there.
He's like, I'm just.
I mean, you know, the sun is beaming on your boy, right? I mean, I'm a little glossy for the sweating and all that, but get it though. So.
Well, yay! That manifestation shit is real.
I know.
I'm glad you're manifesting whatever it was. Shout out to you for that. Because most people just think it's, you know, that it's just, people manifesting. Bitches done learned a new word. And motherfuckers want to say manifesting. But that shit is real. That's that saying, what is it? Like, if I think I am, then therefore I am, or whatever, something like that.
I think therefore I am.
I think therefore I am. It's pretty much the same concept.
I believe you could think a lot of things into existence, man.
You can.
And without knowing it, we can be very subjected to thinking bullshit into existence and not what's real for us, not what's vital for us, etc. So, you know, I'm thriving off of good vibes right now,
man. Yay. Well,
That's
good.
What's up.
That is what's up. Not everybody gets to that realization. You know, most people give up before they're like, yo, this all makes sense.
Hello. Right.
Wake up in the morning. Oh, this is what I've been missing out on this whole time. It's been damn long. Oh my goodness. That feeling.
Yay. Well, good.
That's what's up.
Positive
energy, right?
Manifestation.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Activate.
I gotta wear my t-shirt truck shirt.
You know, I pulled that out and I was gonna put it on, but I was like, it's kind of hot. So
I know.
I didn't want to put it on. I had to let it breathe a little
bit. Off that thing, man.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready, and I would have been too impulsive doing it too quick, and I want to put more thought into it because I don't want to fuck it up too. I don't want to fuck it up. So, because shirts used to be my shit, cutting shirts and shit. That's my thing, but I haven't done it in so long, and I don't think I got a good pair of scissors. So, because that's the key to it, ladies. You got to get fresh scissors. You can't use dull scissors.
And you can't use the same scissors you be cutting paper with
or hair.
Clothes. You gotta you gotta get clothes.
You gotta get clean ones.
Scissors.
Yeah. So I was gonna wear that, but then I didn't because it's hot. But at least we didn't come matching.
We gotta. I know.
Because I almost wore green pants. She has on army pants.
That's.
But
funny.
I almost wore green pants.
I was about to put my leg up, but I ain't got the stretch capacity for that. I'm not even finna hold y'all.
Her legs aren't that long, so
They're
it wouldn't
not.
have worked out.
I'd be like, nah.
Okay.
All right. So
let's get to some shenanigans.
Right, we're gonna get a little some
shenanigans.
Okay, so I saw this video of a scenario where this grandmother had a fortune throughout her lifetime, and she in her willed for her granddaughter to receive her inheritance, but only to receive the inheritance under the condition that she married her step grandfather, and that's how she would get the money, and everything that she had set up for her is by marrying him. Otherwise, she would have to just walk away clean with nothing, and that was it. And she ended up marrying him, and she married him a month after her grandmother passed away.
Because she said, I'm trying to get that fucking money, bitch. What do you mean?
Right.
Okay.
She said, and then it said, like, after a lot of prayer for 2 years or something, she finally grew to love the man, and like,
see, nah, bruh.
So apparently this woman is on Real Housewives of one of them.
But you don't know her name?
I think it was Mary.
Oh, fuck.
I was so like, I was like, I don't care what your damn name is. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I couldn't believe it, and then it was like plot twist.
She's a Real Housewife.
And you out there with Grandpappy's money?
And probably whoever she married.
And with Grandmammy's money, she married her step-grandfather.
Oh, I thought this was like before, and maybe she had remarried someone else, like, and was on the show. I didn't think she was on the show being married to him. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm
pretty sure, but I don't think he's on the show, but I think that she's still married to him.
Okay, so I know how I feel. I somewhat know how you feel.
I mean, how old was she? Because then is it weird? So
it's weird.
Okay, so the husband was apparently 20 years younger than the grandma. How Granny pulled that off, I don't know. But hey, I ain't mad at her.
Because she had the shmoney.
But
that's why she's got money.
So she said that she feels like she stole her husband's youth. So she promised him one of her granddaughters.
That's sick.
But I'm like, that's low-key weird for the granny to do that. That's one thing.
Janky.
If stepfather and daughter wanted to do their own thing after whatever life and shit happens. But even still, that's weird.
That's weird.
But then for her to put that, like, yeah, I told him, like, I owe you that one. Like, how you just gonna give one of us up? And
so grannies, horrible. Let's just start there. That's and how did she steal his youth? So she got him when he was 20?
I'm assuming.
Okay, but that's when most people get married in their 20s. Especially back in the day, because niggas was dying earlier.
He looks a little bit older in the wedding picture that they had. So
either way, whatever youth you feel like you took from him is probably the age that he would have gotten married anyway, if you think about it. So I feel like that's fishy. I feel like Granny is some weird shit. That's not. I don't feel like that's really what you're doing that for. And if you did, the fact that your husband was like, for sure, I'll get with my step granddaughter later on in life because you fucked me when I was 20 and took away my... No, he was sitting there waiting for the shmoney. He was like, this bitch need to die since I'm married. You don't think Steph been waiting for Oprah when they get to that age? Come on, keep it real.
But they're not married though.
It doesn't matter. She's willing that nigga everything. Come on, man.
You think so?
Yes, of course.
Everything?
I think so. Don't they have? They don't have kids.
Everything.
No, I think
No, they
so.
don't have kids. You think so?
I think that yes. I think Oprah wanted to be able to control what happened, so she wasn't finna. She's not gonna marry him in case he does some fuck shit.
Yeah.
So she's like, but I think for sure she has things in place for him and for Gail. And probably Gail's kids,
sure.
but there's not a doubt in my mind that Oprah has it set up for him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe
he doesn't.
Man. But I thought you were saying she was gonna give everything she has to him if she passes.
I feel
so.
I mean, she probably knowing Oprah, she's probably gonna donate half that shit to some school.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna put the estate into some shit. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I feel like Stedman is gonna be straight, and that nigga know that.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna be straight, and she's got something in place for him to be straight because she's not going to marry him.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's
it's
not
an arrangement.
Yeah, like
it's like all right,
she
I
can't
got
take that risk.
Yeah.
I feel like she just doesn't want to. Whatever reason, she's not gonna ever because she would have already. Like it would have came out. Yeah. Like she's not gonna take the risk.
Not pressed about getting married.
And whatever.
She got too much money.
But I feel like Grandpa was holding out because he knew he was gonna get some bread, and I feel like the granddaughter thing that's just some weird shit that got thrown in there, and for the girl to be like, after a while, I did fall in love and blah, blah, blah. You didn't. You didn't.
Like...
But on the flip side, bitch, I did it too.
Hey, and she was out there like fly as fuck. Like,
if the nigga's gonna croak in T-Way and all I gotta do.
She has some sort of $1 billion estate or something now. Like, yo.
If it's set up and the stars have set me up, my granny was looking out for me.
I think it was $5 million back
then.
then.
There's nothing in paper that says I have to fuck.
Wait, how much?
Like $5 million. I think back then, like
if there's nothing that says that I have to fuck my grandfather, my step grandfather, as long as I don't have to fuck him,
you gotta consummate the marriage.
No, that's not what it says in the will. The will says marry that nigga for the bread.
But for marriage, you gotta.
There's nothing that says I gotta fuck him. There's nothing on paper that says I have to fuck him. I just have to go up there and be like, yeah, me, you, and the dude with the hair, and we finna get it done. And that's all it's about to be. And assalamu alaikum, my nigga. We finna get it cracking. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Sorry. That's how I feel. I would have been there like, yeah, all that shit. For sure, 5 million. What's up? K-pop smile.
We're in the money.
I would have did it. Right. I would have did it. Cause as long as nothing said I had to fuck him, but then on the flip side too, he not my blood.
Yeah, he's not. He wasn't.
He's
her
not
blood.
your blood.
But I think that if he came,
I got smashed
her life
one time
when they were kids, like
put it in my butt.
That's not kind of weird.
It's not the same thing, so he can put it in my butt.
Shut up! Not
He's too old. He's too old. He can't do it anyway.
Put his finger in there. He gonna put his finger.
That's fine, because then to me it's like, okay, well, it's not you.
So
couldn't get pregnant.
So JP, would you marry your step grandmother for $5 million?
Hold on, before, because we know we're gonna dissect that. I'm gonna give my take on that, man. I ain't even
see, but men be like,
it's like what? So the way I look at that is like the grandmother did some keep it in the bloodline type shit. That was my ideology, or that's my way of thinking when it comes to whole like I'm about to pass my man to you. When I go, bye-bye.
She like, you ain't finna bring no new bitch.
Her being, like, older and taking his youth is, like, all the shit that he could have got out of life. She basically had him for her. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like he didn't really get to experience certain things he probably would have wanted to in his youth, that now he got somebody youthful, he could get some of that youthful energy back. But it's within whose bloodline? Granny's bloodline. So it's kind of like that shit where, like I guess the, rich
sounds like voodoo.
Keep it all in their bloodline.
It's giving voodoo.
And I can't push it off. Now to go and marry, so you asked me, Johnson, would I marry my stepmother, my step grandmother?
Yes.
Yeah.
For $5 million. For $5 million.
This is where the lady lost me. She said that it took her 2 years and a lot of prayer to finally.
I'm telling you, I start dying too. I'm like, what?
Like, what the fuck did you do in between time then? I mean, what was your life like?
She was hoping the nigga was gonna die. That's what she was doing. She was holding out, like, hopefully this nigga gonna have a stroke. That's what she was hoping for. Guaranteed. So
because you fell in love with him, we are just gonna assume that they had sex or something? I want to know.
I'm gonna assume that she's a fantastic, phenomenal actress. and that she played the role of her life for $5 million, and it paid off in the end because she's now on television making another
show,
making some more stacks off of this, and that nigga's at the house on a breathing machine. So
I'm making him breakfast, dinner.
I think that it's all a sham. There's some shamaramery. There's some shamaramery going on, and I don't believe all those details are correct. I just feel like there's some step that's missing in the system. And I still stand strong, though, that if I ain't got to smash, I'm taking the cash.
What? Hey, I'm taking the stance that even if I do have to smash, I'm still taking the cash. Just to be clear.
I mean, let's just
2 years and a lot of prayer.
To be clear, right.
If granddaddy... So, okay, man, fuck this. I got a sick ass mind. I ain't gonna lie. If granddaddy got a funk ass wife, though, in all these years, I've been like, man, that's my grandma.
That's what I'm saying. It's not your blood, bro. It's not your blood.
That's my grandma.
First of all, we're gonna keep the money and we're gonna keep it in the family. Granny, get your ass in there.
I just want the $5 million.
Sorry, Granny, get your ass. Facts.
I want $5 million to give you your groove back and break your back all in one. We are on in there. Let's go.
Pop, let's go.
See? Pop, let's go. Pop, get in the car. Let's go.
Go now.
See? I'm dead.
I think that.
Hey, no, $5 million?
I don't care what anybody says. For enough money, people are going to do some shit. For enough money, people will do some weird shit. And I'm just on top of, you don't know if that woman, didn't make anything for herself, so maybe that $5 million could sustain her lifestyle. Maybe that $5 million will keep her whatever
wants
going.
To marry me for $5 million, 323-815-42.
You say you better off marrying an African for green papers, for green card,
for $50,000.
Yeah, for some stacks. I know somebody. I might know some people, some families out there.
Oh, I'm dead. Go give me a bag. I'm dead.
What?
You can marry Simon for $5 million.
See, Simon.
Who's Simon?
Oh, nah, because he ain't really got $5 million, bro. He broke.
He gonna be like,
Simon broke.
Send it to me on Cash App so I can deposit it and send it back. Oh, okay.
I don't trust that nigga.
Oh, okay.
No.
Good old Simon.
Nah.
Shit.
I'm not going for that shit.
No,
Pappy could get it though for the $5 million. I don't care.
At
the end of the day,
in the beginning of the morning,
I'm gonna just have to take one for the team.
He could get it for
be
the $5
broke,
million.
And then have to rely on Pappy anyway.
And then what if Pappy's janky and Pappy's like, yeah, I'm not giving you shit because you didn't marry me, and you try and call him talking about you can't pay your rent, and he like, so you give me the pussy or nah?
Now you got to give it up.
Now you got to give it up like that though
for the free ski.
Nah.
I mean, but it's kind of fucked up too because you kind of got two angles you could play in that situation. Because it could be like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, we ain't going to go this route, but Grandma, I need some money real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, won't you help your grandson out, your favorite grandson with the handsome, pretty eyes? Yeah, let him,
I'm dead.
You know what I'm saying? We a double-edged sword. You can come one way with the shit, but then you got that other option too. So let's,
I'm mad with the angles.
Yeah, get the size.
I'm mad at the angles.
I'm dead.
I don't know. So what you're saying is Granny can't get it, and what we're saying is Pop can get it. Is that what we've come to? I'm
saying that
he's
Granny
saying
can
Granny can get it.
Oh, Granny. But it'll be a little weird.
He said she's gonna respectfully get it.
Oh, she's gonna respectfully get it. Oh, okay, got it. Respectfully. So we're all in agreement.
Granny needs some of her youth back. So
who are you, huh?
Right.
You're just a facilitator.
Imagine you just throw it on Papa low, and he like, you're nothing like your granny. Like,
I'm gonna throw it on Papa, baby. What you mean?
I might get more than $5 million.
Gotta put something on your mind.
He puts you. You get her estate, and then he puts you in his will, and you get some extra little bread when he dies.
Hello, the double up, the double up. That's really, really, really. Look, you over there. You're itching for one of those.
I want to know where we're going because we're getting low on time.
Open one.
No, are we starting here or are we going there?
You can do that.
We can keep on with what you got going. I just was looking because it said. I'm not gonna say her name. I almost said it.
Oh, right. We did say.
Right there.
These are the cards from After Dark. when everybody wrote those questions.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, they right here. After Dark never aired. Just
we're gonna get back to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to it.
Those.
Yep.
But I could go into some questions.
Yeah, you got another one.
What's the biggest dating disappointment you've ever experienced so far?
Oh man, that's.
It could be like a funny one.
The worst.
Yeah, because the disappointment, that can get deep. We be here like, and then what happened was.
I mean, I don't know about the most disappointing. Last time I had, great story time when you asked us a question. This time I'm like, and what, as far as a first date or just
period
getting to know somebody or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. You go first. Somebody else.
I would say, well, I don't know. Some disappointments when their feet stink. That's a dating disappointment.
Oh,
just in a simple. It doesn't have to be that simple, but that's for sure a damn dating disappointment. Because I feel like the hygiene shit, the smelling shit, that's.
I know what mine is.
You can't go past that to me, because that's even if you're an asshole, you're a nice guy. You fucking stink. So what else do we have to talk about? So that's for me, and I feel like. It be some smelly ass, stanky ass niggas out here, and they don't know how to wash their ass. Niggas need a tutorial. That's what a nigga needs to make a YouTube about. How niggas need to wash that ass, because they're not.
Wait a minute. So his feet were you smelled his feet through his shoes or some shit,
or when he takes his shoes off, because sometimes people take their shoes off when they go in the house, and you smell his feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking,
but work shoes or regular shoes, because that's the difference.
It's regular.
Oh. Because I'm work shoes, you can kind of maybe get away with that. Because, you wear them all day.
Their shoes, though, that right there is most definitely get out of there ASAP.
And shoes, it's feet, it's leeway. Because sometimes it can be your body, your BO. But that makes me concerned about other BOs that are going on. If your feet are that pungent, it's something else pungent too.
Yeah.
So it's a red flag. Because it can be, it's not necessarily... You're completely dirty, the dirty feet. I mean, the stinky feet, but you gotta
I think if your feet stink and you don't know it, is a problem. If you know your feet stink, no, but I mean, if you know that your feet stink, and you're conscious of it, and you're actively trying to do something about it, then that's different. Because you might just be oh, and those type of people usually are my feet stink, or they just don't say anything, but they be trying to keep it on the low, doing whatever they do, But when it's just someone, or when people don't know their breath stinks, it's you're the nigga with all the broken teeth, and so your breath stinks,
Hey,
or people that don't scrape their tongues.
No, that's my biggest serious.
I felt the prettier they are, the more fucked up the breath smell was. It was just one experience I had years ago. And it was just as pretty and fine as you are, why does your breath smell that way? All I could think of was what they used to say about Lisa Ray. And I was just ugh.
What did they say about her?
Well, her breath, they always said, her breath smelled bad or something like that.
I also heard that she had trash pussy from someone that had it back in the day. Shout out to them if they're watching.
Look at them eyes.
Yeah.
She got what?
She has trash. She has a trash box. Box is trash.
They should be wearing all that white.
Box was trash back in the day during just off of Players Club, fresh off her prime. Box was trash, but I wasn't there. But from someone that smashed supposedly during that time, they said Box was trash. That she's just a waste of beauty because the box was trash.
Damn.
So fuck that breath. The box was trash.
Ooh.
I'd say my biggest disappointment is, and this is the Pisces in me, because I don't all that other stuff. I haven't gotten to a point where I felt where I was worried. So I think my biggest disappointment is when men are creeps in the very beginning. I met somebody on fucking Facebook from a group. And we talked for a really long time before we ever met up. Like we talked on the phone. It went beyond like text messaging. Like we were on the phone, and I didn't have FaceTime, so this was just on the phone. And then the first time we met, because we found out we were like near each other, like he was in my area or something. And he was like, well, you want to come with me to run this errand real quick? And I went with him, and I had on a dress similar to this. The girls was walking, you feel me? And he felt like he could just grab my titty. Like he felt like he could just I promise. And I was like, yo.
Niggas is out of pocket, though.
Like, it was mad weird.
They
like,
be thinking you put it out there for them.
We didn't even kiss. We were in the car. We weren't even outside. I didn't even get like an outdoor hug. Yeah, so that you like tried to grab my booty first or nothing. He just, like a child, like a teenager, like saw my titty and was like, meh. And I was like, yo. And then he said, I was like, yeah, you should just like, but you know, in that situation when you're in the car and like I needed him to get back where, even though I wasn't that far, I was like, I could probably like subdue this and still get back home, you know? And I didn't want to have to walk in it. Like I would never be just walking down Crenshaw, titties out, you know what I'm saying? Like that. So I had to like reassess and not be too like raw because I still wanted my ride home.
To the house.
And bitch, I was in the J's. So I wasn't trying to walk around from the J's back to my house. Yeah. It was not that far, but still I was like, nah, I'm cool. So I tried to like, but I said like, you felt that comfortable, bro, like to grab my titty. Like, and he was like, oh, well, I thought, and I was like, I haven't even kissed you. We haven't even swapped. We didn't even share a soda. Like, and you are grabbing my titty. Like, that shit was crazy.
Niggas is weird.
So when niggas are creeps early on, that's my biggest like, oh, you're weird. Like, why you gotta be weird? Why you just can't like, why do you resort to being a teenager and do goofy shit that as a grown man doesn't translate like teenager shit does? It translates like you're a weirdo. You know what I mean? It translates like, are you a rapist?
Yeah.
Do you know no means no? Or like, are you gonna do some weird shit? And I think a big one of my biggest disappointments is when men that cannot take jokes and men that try too hard and get disrespectful with jokes they're trying to show off. Right. Those type of men are my biggest disappointments because you could be just like how you say you could be a pretty face and have stank ass breath. You could be the finest nigga, and the minute you show that weird shit and I for some reason those niggas flock to me.
Your bitch is showing.
I bring the bitch out of them. I say that all the time. It's like the bitch ass niggas that are the friends of the friends of the friends. They want to come and fuck with me, and I'm like, yo, I'm not the one because I'm gonna rip you. I'm gonna fucking clown you. Where something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a big ass deal, and then I'm gonna look like the crazy light skinned bitch because I just roasted you in front of this whole party, and now you're ready to fight me. And how many times has that happened? Both of you niggas who have been there. Like that. How many times that happened?
Both of us really have been there. That's funny as fuck.
Witness. Front line, front row witness.
And I just be there standing there minding my own business. Like, I don't be doing nothing to nobody. I just be standing there.
Yeah, we have more problems with men than we do women. We've never had no problems with women.
We've never gotten into any type of anything with no women. All those years of carbon. Men. All ever. No matter where we go, we make friends. We make enemies with men. They come and it's always like, oh, so you're insecure. Oh, you're short and it's showing.
They just come over like
there's so many things. And it's like, why do you want to fuck with me? Like New Year's.
Because we ain't even mean like on some like, back up. I have a boyfriend.
You've seen us.
Or like, oh, get away. Like, we don't be doing no shit like that. So it's like, niggas be coming in with the burnt out shit.
It's because them bum ass niggas be trying to come and hit the blunt.
And then they get roasted in the club, and then they be fucking mad. Period. But that's neither here nor there.
That's my biggest. Well, all that to say, that's my biggest dating. Fucking what's the word? Disappointment because it'd be like, oh, you so cool, and then it's like, oh, you not. Like you jealous or you mad or like something. You're acting like a bitch, and then I can't handle it. Like.
Yikes.
So, yeah, that's mine.
What's yours, JP?
Said he went in for the great
stanky
breath.
Oh yeah, stanky breath.
Stanky breath, stanky feet, and for me, stanky personality.
See, right?
I don't like nothing that stinks except for my trees.
And did he just like, did he do it real quickly? Did he just like go get it grabbed? Did he pinch the nipple? Did he like kind of slow?
He went in.
Like, ooh, JD, like I need to grab you.
He went in for like a car hug, and with this hand. Went for the titty. Like this arm went around and this arm went to the furthest titty. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Classic.
It was, and the way my dress was, it was one false move and a nip slip is in route. Like it's gonna pop out.
They were there for him.
Yeah, so I get, but how, nigga? We haven't even hugged, made out. You haven't even touched my booty.
They're like, but you have on a dress with your boobs out. You wore it for me so I could touch them.
No, I wore them so you could get a glimpse, but I didn't say that you could just go ruh and just like I don't know. That shit was crazy.
Niggas are weirdos.
That shit translate that though.
And then when I stopped talking to him, he got butthurt because he didn't understand what the problem was. And I was like, nigga, you're weird and you're aggressive and you grabbed my titty. Like, you almost Janet Jacksoned me. I felt away. So that's my disappointment. Too aggressive, stupid, and stinky.
Okay, real quick.
One more.
What's your go-to move for getting attention from the opposite sex?
I don't have one. I don't. It used to be pulling my flask out of my boot or from under my dress.
I'm dead. Hey,
it used to work.
It's a good party trick.
It used to work. But now, not so much. I don't really have a go-to move. I
would probably say mine would be to make them laugh. That's probably my go-to move. If I'm like in an if the conversation has already been initiated in some way, or like we're like, you know, we know, then it's gonna. I would probably either make like small talk, and then probably try to make them laugh. Like I feel like that's my go-to for like to get them attracted to me, like to draw them in, I guess.
I don't know. Mine, because they end up telling me their whole life story as soon as they meet me. So that's probably my move.
That's because you be digging into souls and
that's
shit.
That's probably my move because I'm a Pisces, and that's what we do. Get into it.
Like, yo.
And it just flows out. They just be so forthcoming with all the information.
Be telling it.
And I just be like, tell me more, Daddy. What's going on? And it very rarely works out, though, that like that ends up being something that they notice. That I'm like listening and I'm like getting them to tell me all this shit. Very rarely, I feel like they realize and they're embarrassed. Then they're like, "Oh fuck, I told you that.
I told her
like,
everything.
Oh shit, I said that." And it's like, "Yeah, you did because you were comfortable and I made you that way." That's probably, I guess that would be my unknowing go-to move. Yeah, is that I get them to talk because I want to gather information. I don't want to just be sitting there trying to like talk and make I'm not selling myself to you. Like so I want to discover you so that I can do I want to sit here and keep talking to you? So I think, you know, and I maybe I do make people laugh, but I never really, when I'm one-on-one, I'm more nervous. If I'm around people, like it's a group or you're there or something like that, like another friend is there, it's a little bit easier to kind of like work crowd, but like if it's just one-on-one somebody, I'm like, I'm like retarded. I don't know what to say. I'm just like, I really don't. I'll be like nervous as fuck.
I don't be knowing what to do no more.
But then I end up getting them pour their whole life away. So maybe it's low-key talent. Who knows? Undercover.
Hey.
What about you?
It ain't undercover.
I mean, sometimes. Go to
I don't even know if I really have one, but if it is,
I know you got some. He like, let me take my do-rag off.
If I have one, I just blink.
I'm dead. He said, I just blink. You show your little eyelashes and little light eyes, huh?
He said, I just show up. What do you mean? My go-to move is showing up.
That's that Leo shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
That's that
His Leo is showing
shit.
right now. Look at his face.
JP talking, man, because sometimes all I got to do is blink. And then that right there can start a conversation.
That nigga thinks he's sugar-free.
You blink.
He said, all I gotta do is blink. Well, goddamn.
That's such
he's sugar-free.
That's such a pretty-eyed nigga thing to say. All I gotta do is blink. I can think of 3 other niggas who would say the exact same thing, and they all got pretty eyes. And you pretty-eyed motherfuckers be the ones They was just, I just bat my eyes. I just showed my smile.
Right. It's something about niggas with pretty eyes that it hits different.
Do you got a dimple too?
Yeah, he do.
I don't think so. I don't think I got a dimple.
It's a little bit.
I've been told that it's a little kind of ear.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. You lucky you got good teeth. Because if you didn't have good teeth.
Hello.
Look, now you don't want
to
if you didn't have good teeth, that blinking wouldn't work. Because bitches would be like, whoa. Cause we real quick to be like, oh, he cute, but then he open his mouth. That shit can't come near my pussy.
That's why I like making niggas laugh. You see that?
You see all that teeth
all back in there in that mouth.
But why is it always people with the bad teeth that always want to laugh with their mouth all the way open?
Right, go way back in their throat. Nigga, I see what you ate for lunch. Close your damn mouth.
Man. Okay, so you blink.
I'm fucking dead that was his goddamn response. I'll blink.
I just blink.
I'm dead. I just blink.
Let's get to one of these.
And they be like, yes.
We got time.
JP.
Let's see.
Yes.
I mean, if I blink and I see you, see me, see you, then we can have a conversation.
Wow. Not I see you, see me, see you, see me.
I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable because sometimes, every time I've noticed this one thing. My go-to move will always be like, ask them a stupid-ass question when I already know the answer to it. But then immediately think that I'm trying to holler. Like, sometimes it ain't even like that, baby girl. I just want to have a conversation real quick just simply because. And you was cute enough to get one. So, with that being said,
you be feeling insulted when they just feel like they got to blink. So, you want to be the one that's blinking. You don't want her blinking and getting you, huh?
Nah, because if she blink, I have to just be prepared for what I'm looking for at that point. After that point, because you blink at me, then I'm going to have to go ahead and consider what I'm about to do.
All I can think about is that if I was the one getting stared at and it was a blink off, like until somebody blinks, I would start laughing. And I wouldn't even make it through the whole thing. If I see you giving me the I see you face looking at me, I'd be like,
the blink.
Because I'm real notorious for like, is this nigga looking at me? Yeah. And then I'd be like, because I'm stupid. And I would, I'd kill it. I wouldn't be like, my sexy stare would be like.
Or it'd be like, I really have to go to the bathroom right now.
Yeah, I'd figure out a reason to leave because I'm dumb. And I'd be like, that nigga keeps looking at me.
I'd be like, he on some creeper shit. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'd be trying to leave. I'd be like, I think he's gonna come ask us if he can hit the blunt. So let's go to the bathroom.
Facts.
But that's because I'm scary. I don't want to read that. That one's too much.
That's because niggas are burnt
That
out.
one was Club 209's lit. And they
are lit.
They wrote some crazy questions.
That was mine.
That we asked that on the show. Let's see. We got a couple minutes.
Right, y'all. We got some.
Because some of these are kind of raunch.
Some from our.
Oh, okay. Here's a good
15
one.
minutes after dark.
Okay. This is from Club 209 as well. Shout out to y'all. If there was a zombie apocalypse, what would you do with them for them not to eat you? You can either have sex or you can just die.
Have sex with the zombies?
Yeah, so that you won't get eaten.
All of them?
Yeah, so are you going to have sex with them or are you going to just die? Let them kill you.
I'm going to just fucking die. I don't want to have all that.
Who said all of them?
All that zombie sex?
No, you probably got to have zombie sex once and then if you watch The Walking Dead, if you spread dead body on you and zombie on you, then they don't know that you're there and they would keep it pushing because you smelled like a zombie. So I'm assuming if you have sex with a zombie, you're going to smell like zombie and they're not going to know you're there, and then you can just keep it pushing alive.
Am I finna have a zombie baby or what?
Like, I don't think a zombie can get you preggers because it's dead. So I don't even know if it still has a zombie wiener because zombies don't really have a lot of skin.
Do zombies ejaculate?
I don't think so. Zombies just walk around trying to eat.
Do they have sex on The Walking Dead? No, zombies.
No, because zombies are just walking around trying to eat.
Bloodthirsty.
Yeah, they just want to eat all the time.
I don't watch none of that shit. I don't like that.
I mean, The Walking Dead got real dumb and redundant.
I don't like vampires. I don't like the vampire shows. I don't like the I don't like none of that.
You don't have to shit on all the vampire shit.
I just low key don't. Werewolves, the what else? All that. Low key sci-fi.
What?
Genre. I'm a low key hater, like, to be honest.
What? Oh no!
See, like not like there's some, but like overall, I realize that's not one of my favorite.
Overall, my favorite movie in the whole wide world is The Fifth Element.
I already know.
So I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with your brain? Some of my favorite movies are all sci-fi, fucking extraterrestrial, going to the stars, finding planets and shit. Those are all Starship Troopers, bitch. What?
Hey, that was a classic back in the day.
What?
That was a classic.
What is life? I can't talk to you right now.
I'm just saying.
There was so much disrespect. Okay, but I'm not Star Warsy. I'm not Star Trekky. I don't get into that. I respect it for what it is, but I'm not getting into that. But but like the movies that they make about all like Interstellar. That is my shit.
That was a good movie.
That is such a great movie.
Mm-hmm. That was a good movie.
What's that other movie? I can't think of the name of it right now. But girl, bye.
Hey, look, don't shoot the messenger, okay?
Boom. So you're gonna die. You're just gonna let them eat you.
So
because then you're gonna turn into a zombie.
I only have to have zombie sex once.
Yeah, and then you don't die, and you get to be alive.
Right. I'm gonna do that just to knock that off the list. Period.
Oh, why does it always have to go there? Because
be able to tell the story that I had zombie sex one day. If we live on past this,
I mean,
definitely.
I'm not. I mean, okay.
And I didn't turn into a zombie. Perfect.
That's the kicker. As long as I don't turn into a zombie and I don't get pregnant.
You can't trust a zombie. They want to eat you.
But the scenario is that
he's going to sex me and then kill me.
No, because then you're not. Then he doesn't want to eat you. Because then it's like you're one of them. But you're not.
Well, then bring on the zombie sex.
You fucking a zombie? JP?
Yep. He like, she got ass?
No.
She got ass.
You just going to let him eat you? You just going to turn into a zombie? You said fuck it?
My mindset is like this. Okay, if we are going through an apocalypse, then what the fuck is there that do I have access to just everything in the city or
this nigga gets down to infrastructure.
So when the apocalypse happens and the zombie apocalypse happens, it's like the world is over and people have to go. Did you ever watch The Walking Dead? You never saw it?
Fuck that. Nah, that's
Pop don't watch that either.
So they have to go like scavenge for food. They have to like find canned food.
It's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world. It's
like
iRobot.
Yeah. iRobot, Book of Eli, all that kind of.
Except there's niggas trying to eat you. And by the end,
like that, just go ahead and just start with my belly. You can get all of your nutrients right there first. You know what I'm saying? That's not a lot of good protein right there. Handle your business, man. I ain't finna fuck that.
No zombie.
I'm a smash a zombie just to be living amongst zombies, and I can't even go get on the roller coaster. Oh, cool.
What the fucking roller
dead.
coaster?
Not a
There's
roller
no
coaster.
power. How?
I'm good.
I mean, I'm not trying to go through the trauma of getting fucked by a zombie because what is that? Is there
exactly hella slobber and hella unnecessary.
I don't think I'm doing that. I think I would probably just die.
Hey, if I had to fuck a zombie for $5 million, I would. Sign me up.
Right. If
it was a zombie instead of Pop, I'd still sign me up.
We didn't talk about any other things that we were supposed to talk about.
I know we did because
we black holed into questions. It's not when you're not here or when one of us isn't here, things don't go as planned.
I mean, it'd be like no, it doesn't necessarily go as planned. It's not the same too. It's like
it's not. So
it's like why
it's like a wing it show.
We need the
we tried
the full experience.
Yeah. That's all.
Well, we'll be waiting for you to get back in studio, JP.
Yes, when it'll be complete.
Maybe let's match next time.
Next episode will be past your birthday. So
we'll be past my birthday, y'all.
Cause what are we doing this weekend?
Just wait on it.
It's the 11th.
It is the 11th, so
we're going to
make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah,
Granny's
tap in next on the 15th. 14th, 15th.
Something like that.
15th.
Two Wednesdays from now.
Same time, same place. As always, you got 15 minutes. Go follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. Even though if they shut us down, we're still there.
Period.
Go follow the You Got 15 Minutes YouTube page. The link is on our Facebook page because we keep forgetting to post it to these episodes.
Right.
Go follow us there. We're trying to get 100 subscribers. So please go follow. And till next time. Well.
Splash.
Building.